pero hasta indios y todo eso. Los indios y todo.
Sí. Los limosineros de aquí son...
Parece que ellos estaban volviendo esto, estaban intentando uno.
Tenían una demanda que tienen que pagar.
Ya ellos tiraron la buena.
Hoy vienen
más gente. Ahí vienen, míralo todo, míralo. Sí, ellos vienen por ahí.
A ellos lo está afectando también. A ellos lo está afectando también.
Vamos a esto, coño.
Dale, que estamos en live.
Vamos a lo siguiente, no queremos un aeropuerto, queremos mejores beneficios, queremos mejores pagas, queremos seguridad, ¿entiendes? Ya, corta ahí, Brenda.
Está en live. No queremos Uberpool.
No queremos Uberpool. No queremos Uberpool. No queremos Uberpool. No queremos Uberpool. No queremos Uberpool. No queremos Uberpool. No queremos Uberpool. No queremos Uberpool. No queremos Uberpool. No queremos Uberpool. No queremos Uberpool.
Again.
No queremos Uberpool. 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 Muy gobierno Uberpool. Muy gobierno Uberpool. Muy gobierno Uberpool. No queremos Uberpool.
Yeah.
Un mínimo de 20 por lo menos la ciudad. Un mínimo de 20 por lo menos la ciudad.
También queremos un mínimo de $1.50 la milla. Ya la compañía está establecida. El cliente va a seguir ordenando Uber y Lyft. No importa si le cobran 5, por la comodidad, por la confianza y la seguridad que le brindamos al cliente. Ya, yo soy periodista, vamos.
Ya, te pasaste. Compartan, mi gente, compartan. Compartan, por favor.
We're being minimalized. And in their statement, what they keep saying is, oh, well, we're driving these cars, and yes, the drivers are dissatisfied with the dwindling wages. And I'm
la cadena, señores, que nos van a joder.
I've shown that I can do the work. Passengers love me. But Uber, and Lyft, they're steadily dwindling. You can see the difference. For instance, out of Center City to the airport. Just keep the pay fair. Keep it a decent, livable wage. I understand they're saying, well, you should be an employee, you should have access to health insurance. That would be nice. Access to auto maintenance. That would be nice. But right now, just stop the dwindling pay. Stop treating drivers who are the front line like we're disposable. I'll say it's about 40% less than it has been. All right, and it's steadily dwindling. Like I said, Center City to the airport used to be about $20 for a driver. Now it's $12. That's $8 right there. You still got to pay this thing. Gas is going up. Still got to pay for insurance. Still got to pay for parking. And if you get in an accident, that's your insurance. So you're a road warrior essentially. And it's a slap in the face to say after 3 years of service, oh well, we're gonna have to cut your pay. Oh, no more surges in the morning because we can't afford it. They've been steadily losing billions when their executives make hundreds of millions of dollars in pay. We, the frontline drivers, have to put up with, wait a second, the airport used to be $25 here. Yeah, it really is, and that's why I felt I had to show up. All right, thank you. Drivers are needy. Stop being greedy.
Arriba, 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 arriba.
Stop driving!
No queremos Uber Pool, 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 no queremos no chip, no chip.
I stay like
Welcome, guys.
Welcome. Yeah, better pay. Better pay, right? Better pay.
Jimmy. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I smell your hookah from over there.
It smell good?
Yeah.
It's fruity. I love this.
I know, right?
I quit smoking. I gotta do something. I think what I've been hearing.
We're going to move over a little bit closer to the Uber office here. We've got some chants for you while we do it. Uber, you...
Can't hear you.
Algorithm. Uber, you must listen. We will break your algorithm.
Stop being greedy. Pay us needy.
starts
Compartan, mi gente, que esto está en vivo ahora mismo desde Filadelfia. Compartan.
Fair wages. Now.
Fair wages.
Now.
Get our leaders back up to the front, please. Driver time.
Give us back our surgeon! Give us back our surgeon! Surge pay every day! 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 Surge pay every day!
Come on!
No surge. Look at this. High demand area. No
High demand!
What do we want? Fair wages. When do we want them?
Now!
What do we want?
Fair wages.
When do we want them?
Now!
What do we want?
Fair wages.
When do we want them?
Now! Invest in us, don't invest in stock. Invest in drivers, not 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 in stock.
There you go, man.
That's a real demonstration now.
Invest.
Something going on.
Hey, invest in drivers, not in stock. Surge pay every day.
Surge pay every day. Surge pay every day.
Surge pay every day.
Surge pay
Every day. Surge pay every day. Invest in drivers, not in stock.
Invest in drivers, not in stock.
Invest in drivers, live in our cars.
He is absolutely right. You are absolutely right.
Thank you.
You get in cars every day.
We're going to do some talkie-talkie stuff here for a second, and then we'll get back to yelling at them. All right, you guys, I'm Angela. I'm with the Philadelphia Drivers Union. The Philadelphia Drivers Union is entirely 100% driver-run and driver-led. We are one of the only organizations out there organizing drivers and letting drivers make all of their own decisions about what legislative proposals they push forward. So all of you have played a part in creating today, whether you know it or not. And I want to tell all of you how brave I think you are for showing up here today and standing up against $1 billion who continues to pay millions and billions of dollars to their CEOs while we die in our cars, sometimes literally.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
How many of you get anxiety towards the end of the month because the 80 hours you work a week is not enough to make ends meet?
Everybody!
How many of you think that a piece of that $8 billion that Travis Kalanick is going to get for this IPO belongs to you? How many of you think that he earned that more than you did?
He got a chauffeur, we don't.
How many of you think that if we protested Uber every single day that they would do anything other than throw peanuts in front of you like Uber Pro? Who likes Uber Pro? Anybody?
Nobody! Whoa!
We want our chump change back.
We're tired of chump change and peanuts.
No more chump change and peanuts!
No more chump change and peanuts!
So the good news, you guys, is that here in Pennsylvania, every single thing we want can be legislated by our state. The legislation that was passed in 2016 that regulates the work that you do on the roads every day has to be revoted. So we have a key opportunity to pressure our legislators to put our minimum wages into state legislation. So whether it's Uber or whether it's Lyft or whether it's the next San Francisco tech company that wants to mess up our city's transportation system, drivers will be protected.
We get a better deal from Trump than Uber.
This gentleman right here said you might get a better deal from Trump than Uber.
Surge pay every day! Surge pay every day! Surge pay every day! Surge pay every day!
So real quickly, if you didn't get one of the flyers, there's a couple of things that the union is trying to push for. Number one, if you're in Philadelphia, on our May 21st primary, there is a ballot question. It's ballot question number 4. We are asking you to vote no. Ballot question number 4 would create a separate group of officers whose primary job is traffic enforcement. What happens to you when you get a $76 ticket because Uber didn't bother to set up a safe pickup spot for you?
Hot dog.
Pay is gone.
You're on your own.
How many of you want there to be safe spots to pull over and pick up?
That's true.
Respect.
So is it our fault? Is it our fault that they don't give us an option and they're going to come write us a ticket that may take our entire day's pay?
No.
Who should be paying that ticket?
Uber! Uber's got the money.
Away with express pull, it's a corner pickup. There's nowhere to pick up our corner.
And no more pull at the airport.
No pulls. No pulls. Pulls are profanity. Pulls and shares
So our state
profanity.
legislators have in the past said that they cannot pass this legislation because they do not have access to Uber's data. I see Uber's data standing here in front of me. It is in your hands. And all they need to do is come to us and get it, right?
Tengo
So we have
personal.
something to say to the legislators of Pennsylvania.
Tengo
No more.
un personal,
We're not
tengo
putting
que
up
son
with it.
100.
We're not taking your excuses. When 2019 comes, all of these things better be in the bills that pass, or we will stop this city from working.
Here we are.
We want $20 an hour after expenses, period. Period.
You know what?
At a minimum.
20 an hour, period. 20 an hour, period.
This is based on our feedback, not the shit they send out.
Right, who pays for it when you get a ticket? Who pays for it when you have to
We do.
Right? Who pays for it when you have to pay tolls on the return? Who pays for it when the transmission goes out on your car? Who should be paying for it? What do we have to say to Uber? Stop it, Uber!
O va a New Jersey, eres tú que pagas tu puente de allá para acá.
Buddy, take us into a chance.
Eso no te queda dinero. Que el viaje te cuesta 50 y tú vas a gastar.
Every day. Every day. Surge spray every day.
Play is right. We're gonna play.
Oíste, por ejemplo, cuando tú vas a New Jersey, el viaje te cuesta 50 pesos y tú pagas 10 pesos de todo el país, 10 para venir.
Y más la
Y la gasolina que tú gastes 15.
Guys, unaccompanied minors.
Not good.
Uber says we're not supposed to pick up unaccompanied minors. That's in our terms of service. We signed a contract with Uber, and it's also in the passengers' terms of service. But the passengers are encouraged to send their children with us, and then if we get into an accident, if something happens to one of us, it's on us, not Uber. When we tell Uber that this child is in our car unaccompanied, Uber says, okay, we'll unpair you. But they don't do anything. They don't stop it. They encourage it. Seat belts, car seats. Children with no car seat. So the parent says, oh, they had weed or something in their car because we tell Uber that, or we tell the parent that we can't take their child without a car seat.
Yeah.
So we're the ones who are told we have to enforce the terms of service. Yes, we get deactivated though if we enforce the terms of service and the passenger doesn't like what it is that we do.
Exactly.
So we're trying to keep the children in our city and surrounding areas safe, but we're held responsible in a negative way for doing so. So when we speak with our legislators, I think that should be addressed. Also, deactivation for no reason. People get in our cars on a constant basis, smelling like weed. Many of these people also traffic weed in or other things in our cars. And we're the ones who have to take responsibility for that because Uber says, oh, we'll unpair you. Unpair doesn't help. If I get a criminal situation and I don't have any criminal background. Unpair doesn't help if this person decides they want to harm me. If I tell them I don't want to drive them, and we're told, oh, we can do that, we have the risk of being harmed by our passengers. It shouldn't be on us. Yes, it's our car, but we don't know these people. We're trying to give the best service that we can. Am I not correct?
Yes.
Okay, so we're giving the best service that we can. Why won't Uber help us?
Invest in drivers, not in stop. Invest in drivers,
So
not
when
in
we
stop.
speak with our legislators in reference to this, you have thousands, tens of thousands of drivers all over the city, inside the city, outside the city, and these drivers vote.
And we pay taxes.
and we pay taxes.
Exactly.
But we're like a nuisance. That's not something we did. We don't decide to go to Center City in the middle of the night or whatever during rush hour and sit for 5 minutes. Uber tells us to sit for 5 minutes. What is that? A ticket, right?
Yes. Yes.
We're picketing! Stop ticketing! We're picketing! Stop ticketing! We're picketing! Stop ticketing! We're picketing! Stop ticketing!
So as far as education, a lot of people ask the question, why do you keep doing this? Why do you keep driving?
Hungry!
Many of us drive because we like the job.
Yeah.
And we like to be protected while doing the job.
And to be paid for what we're worth.
And would like to be paid what we're worth, but we don't. And we're not even going to speak on the car payments. So you come in with the car, your car is fine, and by the time you're done, like 2 years later, you have no car.
Yeah, that's
And
true.
in a lot of cases, if you've decided to do this on a full-time basis, you're stuck.
Yeah.
Buy us cars! Uber.
Understood this was supposedly
Buy us
a
cars!
gig according to Uber. Uber said this was a gig. But Uber also said, oh, you could make a couple of $1,000s a week. When a lot of people came in.
Don't believe that.
And they've lowered the amount of money that we make. Why? Yeah, and then they raised the cost of the ride for the rider. So, I'm done. Thank you, guys.
So everyone, my name is Ali Razak and I'm a Uber Black driver. I would like to thank you all of you to come here, and especially my Muslim brothers who are fasting today and that still took time and to come here and show the solidarity. The reason for today's protest that we are standing with the whole nation and also the cities overseas who are protesting and striking for the pretty much the same reasons. There are a couple of important points that we should all agree on. I'm just going to repeat it so that the media and everybody else gets that. What our demands are, why we are here. One of the first demands that each and every driver here agrees and across the nation agrees that Uber should have transparency. Every driver should get 80% of the fare of the gross receipt, and Uber should get 20%, just like the original grandfather contract. They should not be able to change the contract every time when there's a new app upload comes and we have to automatically sign into it. We don't accept any changes like that. We don't accept any new contracts. We'll stick to our original contract of 80% and 20%. Our second demand is that everybody should be able to make $20 an hour after the expenses. That means many things. That means Uber needs to control the oversaturation of the market. That means also that Uber needs to stop flooding the streets with the thousands and thousands of drivers. And some of them are not from here. They are from New York, they are from Delaware, they are from Maryland, they are from everywhere. And the people who are from here, they can't even make living.
Exactly.
And if we are trying to go to New York, we are not allowed to pick up in Maryland, we are not allowed to pick up in DC. So we should have the same rules like the other do. There's only that much food in the plate. We can't have everyone here. There needs to be better regulations for that. There needs to be better enforcement for that. So who enforces all these laws and stuff? PPA does. All of you know who PPA is. PPA is the enforcement authority who were supposed to and who are supposed to enforce each and every regulation. And they have miserably failed to enforcing any regulation and providing any kind of protection to drivers. All of you are here today because PPA is not doing their job. If they've been doing their job, you would not be here. Either if you're Uber X driver, Uber Black driver, Lyft driver, or whoever you are, these companies let you violate the laws and then PPA give you citation, cops give you citation, and then you are responsible for this. another thing which we all agree, especially with Uber Black driver, we refuse to accept any new vehicle or rating requirements, and that rating requirement applies also to Uber X drivers. We refuse the new rates. The new rates have come without our approval. Pennsylvania have a law, if there's a new rate, it should become with a discussion with the drivers and approval of the authority, which is PPA. Uber did not do that. Lyft did not do that. They just woke up and they just changed the rates, which was illegal, which was not supposed to happen. They were supposed to get the approval from the authorities and from you, and we had the right to vote on these new rates. Did we vote? No. So the new rates are not acceptable. So, yeah, we're gonna reverse it. But that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna change it. Yeah. So.
We will. We're here. Drivers change
One more important thing, what all of us want is deactivation protection. Deactivation protection and appeal panel for the ratings. Right now, we do not have any place where we can go once you get deactivated. You get an email which says that's a final decision, you are deactivated for so and so and so reason. It could be anything. But then you come here to the Uber office and you've been thrown out. And they will shut the door on you and say you are not allowed to come in, you are not partner anymore. And who decided that? Someone who sits in San Francisco who have no idea how Philadelphia works, how Philadelphia street works. For example, if you are standing on a Walnut Street, yeah. So I mean, I don't know how to speak English either. So if you got a request at Locust Street and you are stuck at Walnut Street, it took too long, you got there late, the customer responded to the Uber, gave you bad rating, it got you deactivated, and you are sending this appeal to San Francisco, who doesn't know where Locust and Walnut is, and how the traffic is, how the construction areas are here. So we want our local authorities to have a hold and have a hearing board elected by the drivers, elected by you, who will hear you on your deactivations and on your rating issues. If you get a bad rating, you should have a chance to appeal that. You must have a chance to appeal that.
Respect us. Respect your drivers, Uber.
Uber must respect us. Right now they are going for IPO and they have thrown peanuts at us. Most of us got $500, $100, which comes down to 8 cents per fare. 8 cents per fare. From last 2 years, they are taking more than 30 to 50% of each and every fare. They are robbing us more than $500 every week. And they're giving us $500 as depreciation? No, that's not appreciation. That's my money which you stole. So you gotta give me all that money back. And actually, when you start counting it, Uber owe you, at least every one of you, more than $10,000. So that's your money. That will be your appreciation reward.
$10,000.
$10,000.
$10,000. $10,000.
So,
pay us.
So,
para New York y el que pierde es el cliente, porque cuando inmediatamente llegamos a la terminal le preguntamos ¿dónde vas? A New York. Un taxi regular no podemos ir. ¿Por qué? Sencillamente porque en tolls, en gasolina y en tiempo perdemos todo lo que Uber nos paga. Y queremos dejar claro.
Algo que usted dice que quiere dejar en claro es que tal vez personas se confunden y piensan que ustedes quieren que suban las tarifas.
No. Nosotros lo que queremos es, mire, queremos decirle a nuestros clientes, a los clientes de Uber y Lyft, que nosotros agradecemos sus aportaciones, porque sin ellos no podríamos estar nosotros en la calle. Pero queremos dejar claro algo. El asunto no es que ustedes paguen más, no, que ustedes paguen hasta menos. Ojalá pagaran menos, pero que eso menos que ellos pagaran, de esa tarifa que ellos paguen, nos llegue lo justo a nosotros. Resulta que Uber, que al principio ofrecía que iba a cobrar un 20% y después lo llevó a un 25%, ya anda en los 35%. Y hay casos que lo hemos notificado nosotros, donde Uber se lleva hasta un 50%. Perfecto, exactamente, que si usted pagó $50 por un viaje, Uber se va a llevar 25 y lo va a pagar a nosotros 25 y tenemos que pagar un toll, si pasamos un toll, tenemos que pagar la gasolina, tenemos que pagar el carro, tenemos que pagar el seguro, deterioro mecánico.
La gran mayoría de ustedes eran taxistas de, por ejemplo, ejemplo, taxi amarillo?
Aquí hay de todo, aquí hay de todo. Aquí hay gente que era taxista.
Taxi regulares también.
Exacto, taxis regulares. Gente que viene de bodega.
Yo salí de donde yo trabajaba para hacer Uber.
Exacto. Venimos de todos lados.
Una injusticia lo que están haciendo los Uber.
Usted está pidiendo, por ejemplo, que de cada dólar Uber pueda llevarse 20 centavos y ustedes 80 centavos.
Exactamente.
¿Cómo está?
Que nos cobran 1% a la propina que cobran. O sea, Uber se nutre
y algo extraño también es que cuando en el trayecto se consume milla y tiempo, ellos también cogen 1% del tiempo, o sea, el tiempo que invierte el taxista, ellos también son socios de nosotros, o sea, socios para perjudicarnos. Solamente somos socios para ellos perjudicarnos. Y Uber, que va para la bolsa de valores, está pretendiendo entrar a la bolsa de valores. Hay que hacerle entender a los posibles accionistas de Uber que sin nosotros, los conductores, no habrá bolsa de valores, no habrá ganancia. Porque, bueno, que esperen a 20 o 30 años cuando tengan sus carros autónomos. Y si es que los estados se lo permiten. Porque por eso estamos pidiendo a los políticos que levanten la cabeza a favor del pueblo, que el pueblo somos nosotros y los clientes. Porque no es verdad que un cliente razonable se va a montar en un carro que anda sin conductor. Y sería también acabar con miles y miles de familias que tienen el sustento a través de Uber y Lyft.
Todo el dinero de los conductores en toda la nación, en República Dominicana, hay muchísimos países que no se sabe si va a funcionar hasta como un part-time, y lo estaban haciendo porque iban a hacer una ganancia, no porque iban a estar trabajando de grado. Pero, ¿cómo se llama este señor que está acá?
Muchas gracias.
¿Con quién yo hablé? ¿Cuál era el nombre suyo?
César Silva.
Señor Silva, para que saluden a nuestros amigos y seguidores en las redes sociales, yo sé que usted está aquí protestando, hablé con el señor Núñez, simplemente rápidamente quería escucharlo de su parte, cuál es su mensaje para el presidente de Uber.
Nosotros estamos aquí una vez más exigiéndole a Uber que vuelva a la tarifa como era anterior, 80 y 20, 80 y 20. Tampoco nosotros, Uber Black, podemos comprar carro nuevo. Nos están exigiendo comprar carro nuevo. Un carro nuevo cuesta $60,000, $80,000. Yo tengo un carro del 2013, una Suburban. La tengo que cambiar este año que viene. De ser así, me voy del negocio porque no puedo comprar un carro nuevo.
¿Y su mensaje para el presidente de Uber?
El mensaje muy claro. No carro nuevo para los Uber Black, 80 y 20, y que arreglen la tarifa como estaban anterior porque la han bajado demasiado.
Muchísimas gracias. Bueno, le voy a mostrar un poquito ahora. Muchísimas gracias.
Siempre sí.
Bueno, aquí seguimos en el street de Whitpool. Los drivers están hablando, están exigiendo todo. Exigiendo más paga, no
We can chant while we wait for him to get that together. Yeah, my chant buddy is being interviewed. Uber, you must listen. We will break your algorithm. Uber, you must listen. We will break your algorithm. Uber, you must listen. We will break your algorithm. Yo, Ali, where'd you go with this demand delivery thing? Okay.
Aquí están los hispanos. Acá hay de todos los países.
All right, you guys, while we're waiting for Ali to collect the demands, I want you all to take out your phones if you're not already using them for photos and other things. Now that's going to have to wait a second. And you're going to Google, find your legislators.
No queremos Uberpool. 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 No queremos Uberpool.
¡Más dinero!
So I need 2 people with me who are going to come with me to Uber's office, and we're going to deliver this demand. All right.
R-E-S-P-E-C-T, do us the right thing and pay us fairly. Respect the drivers. Respect we the drivers.
We object peacefully.
Do the right thing, Uber.
He dummied it down. He didn't say what Ali did, but he dummied it down. He did a good job translating. They need the operation to happen. I don't want anything happening. It's peaceful.
Why they do?
Did you notice the lady that they picked out of there during the rally? They picked the lady out because she was silent. I don't think it had anything to do with this, but I'm saying like they told her to get out. No, she's not here. She's not